Matthew McConaughey says Hess still not sure if he'll run for governor of Texas, heavily suggesting it's not in the cards for him, considering how little legwork Hess done thus far. The actor did a wide-ranging interview with the newscaster Swisher for a recent episode of her Sway podcast, and it's pretty astounding how little Matt knows about current issues, and how unwilling he seems to be in committing to one side of the aisle or another, or even expressing a clear-cut, definitive view of what he considers right or wrong. Many have speculated whether McConaughey will run for governor of Texas. On today's episode of Sway, the actor weighs in on recent Texas laws, including SB 8, which he says is a little juvenile in its implementation. https://t.co/c3s/SOPHU5TZB. New York Times Opinion, at Night Opinion, October 7, 2021 at Night Opinion. The one thing he did clarify, after constant, and much needed, follow-up questions from Swisher on where he landed/what Hess going to do, is that Hess woefully unprepared for a serious government in the Lone Star State, as Hess only in the consulting phase right now. Matt says he hasn't started forming committees, conducting polls or much of anything else yet that comes with getting a legit campaign started and rolling. Apparently, Hess is still just talking to certain people about the idea of running, and the election is just a year away. This Swisher interview with Matthew McConaughey is truly something else. https://t.co/z6s4ws7u7zpic.twitter.com/gdpguap. Caitlin Collins, at Caitlin Collins, October 9, 2021 at Caitlin Collins. MMC also says this about the proposition, who am I going to be? No, who am I going to be? Where can I be most useful? Is politics an embassy for me to be of the most use to myself, to my family, to the most amount of people in my life moving forward? He adds, I could arguably have more influence as an informal leader than a formal leader. He also called the current American political system, two parties, seemingly extreme views on both sides, broken, implying he was more of a centrist than anything, also saying in philosopher fashion that he continues to measure what avenue would be best for him. Matthew McConaughey's reply when Swisher asked him about voting rights https://t.co/4bernigspic.twitter.com/18nm. Sam Levine, at SRL, October 8, 2021 at SRL. What that measurement entails, exactly, is anyone's guess, but Matt says Hess is studying the issue. Speaking of issues, he actually did end up weighing in on some concrete ones, after incessant badgering, and explaining of said issues, from Swisher. On mask mandates in TX, 4. On voter rights protections, 4. On the abortion bill, against. You can listen to the full podcast to hear how he explains his rationale for each, some explanations of which are a bit of a doozy, and sorta hard to unpack. But, based on how he answers, McConaughey appears to lean center-left, more than anything. At one point, Swisher asks what he made of Beto or Urich saying Matt was an enigma, and hadn't made a lot of his positions clear, something he thinks is essential to being a real contender in modern-day US politics. Swisher said she perceived that as shade. Not so with Matt, who replied that he thought Beto was a good dude, and had his heart in the right place. Still, many believe MMC should make up his mind one way or another, because the longer he waffles, the more Texans will be confused on who their options are as polling continues to show. McConaughey is the odds-on fave to take on Greg Abbott.